Alright, so, first thing to say to all those out there that may or may not be listening, things do get better. Significantly better. Amazingly. I mean, if somebody had told me in 8th grade that I'd be happily out of the closet and having had a girlfriend and everything else, I wouldn't believe them. I also wouldn't believe that all my friends that I had in 8th grade, a bunch of them that were homophobic, would change and become people that I could actually talk to and didn't reject me like I thought they would. I mean, it was tough back in middle school when didn't know anybody that was gay. I was afraid if I came out or told anybody that I felt attraction to my same gender that I'd be entirely rejected. I told my mom at this point in time that I thought I might be gay, and she said, "You're really young, don't worry, you'll figure it out later, it's all alright." And that really felt like it was scoffing and brushing off for me, so that kind of caused me to wait for another 3 years. I know that wasn't her intention, but it did happen to work that way. But eventually, once you move on to high school and everything, there are other gay people out there, and you meet them and you find out that, you know, you're not alone. You're not the only kid out there that's experienced the same thing, or likes women if you happen to be a girl, or men if you're a guy. There's lots of others out there like you. And even right after 11th grade, before I came out and everything, I joined the GSA and was starting to work my way into the community. I had already a couple friends that were lesbians. I just wasn't quite sure whether I wanted to be like, I'm a lesbian, and then find out later, oh, I'm not. But I think that was a little bit silly. So I joined the GSA and all that, and it was not the best idea. The GSA, nobody in it but my best friend would talk to me for 6 months. I was completely ignored, not talked to, paid no attention to, and really it felt like it was one of the more homophobic places in the school. For a long time, I wasn't even sure why I was still bothering to go, because we never did anything helpful. Every meeting, I'd end up feeling horrible about myself. Eventually, that changed after several months when the president, in fact, came out of the closet herself, and it was a much nicer, more open experience for everybody involved. Um, we were able to set aside our prejudices and talk to each other and actually do stuff for the community, not just talk about how important it is to support gay people and make sure we have equal rights, but actually have fun and enjoy ourselves as well, and care about people who are gay and lesbian and transgender, not as just a concept, but as actual people. And that was a huge improvement. Actually, from there, I've ended up becoming a leader of the club today. Now I'm the executive decision maker, and my best friend's the president, and my other friend's the vice president, and we're able to actually get out there and do things. We've started several things within our school and started to make a really big difference. Um, so my main encouragement here is don't give up. It's really important not to give up. No matter what you think will happen, it'll change. And giving up won't help. I know I almost gave up last year when nobody in the GSA would talk to me. I got rejected by the girl I'd been in love with for 4 years. Um, it was just an awful time. But I didn't, and was able to move on and become the person that I am today. And it's important to everybody out there that you too are able to move on and become a better person. And learn that it's important that you be loved for who you are, not what people think you should be. So, it does get better. A lot.